I think we can start. I mean, we will definitely be having a lot more AMA later on about the development of CRC and many other things on Twitter Space, even with our other YouTuber, podcasters, and like Del Crypto, right? All these. But at this moment, the reason for this AMA, I think we just wanted to take the opportunity to explain about what happened in the last week launch on the PancakeSwap. I believe there are some things that the community needs to understand in terms of technicality and how, in terms of, let's say, whenever a token is listed onto a new exchange, how does the price work, all these type of things, right? So I think it's very important that we have a discussion and a conversation about this, and to let everyone understand how this thing works. And so that's why we are calling for this AMA. Right, I believe it's a timing, so maybe some of our friends in the West are still in the morning, so it's fine. We have recorded this session, so this session will be recorded, so we will also be posting it for those that will miss this today's AMA. So most importantly, for Crazyrichcoin, since this is a community AMA, I don't need to explain much about what we are doing, but what is important and what are coming up, definitely, I think this is something that a lot of people want to know, so I will cover that later on. So let's talk about the breach first. So yeah, we had a breach a couple of days ago. So what happened was that I think a lot of new holders, they joined in. They mistook the launch on PancakeSwap as a new launch, but actually it's just a new listing on top of what we already have on Ethereum network. We are already being traded on Uniswap, so we breached over a batch of token and provided the LP in the PancakeSwap, and we open out the trading and to open out the flow of token between the Ether network and also the as well as the BSC network. So tokens are able to flow across both chains through the bridge, and because of that, so it's no difference from, let's say, today I go onto a centralized exchange, or today I list my token on SushiSwap or Shiba Swap, or other DEX or Dodo Swap, right? All these swap, I'm going to create a separate pool or separate market making pricing over there if it's a centralized exchange. But if it's, let's say, Shiba Swap, I have to create another Ether to CRC pool in order to facilitate the trading to be listed on Shiba Swap. So if, let's say, so what happened is that there's a lot of BSC holders that wanted to purchase, and definitely the demand is there, and we are very happy about it. Thankful about that. That people love this project. So the price was being pushed up multiple fold, more than 10 to 20 fold in the first 5 minutes of launch. And so that's where the problem is that essentially this is not a new launch. It's actually a new just another listing on from the existing pool that we already have, which we are already being traded on Uniswap at a certain pricing. So if, let's say, on the PancakeSwap, the pricing is going up by a 10-fold or 20-fold, naturally, by the free market, both exchange price will be facing a rebalance of pricing. That's when the Ethereum holders are going to bridge their token over to the BSC network and sell on the BSC network to make a profit, and that's what you call arbitrage trading, right? So it happens even on a centralized exchange. For example, if you go on to Hotbit, on the first listing date, there's a chance that CRC token can actually go up by like 3x or 5x on Hotbit exchange itself. And then, of course, our token holder over here, right? Right now, you guys can also send your token into Hobby, create a Hobby account, and start selling on Hobby and make a profit, and of course buy back into Uniswap. I mean, that's how generally all market will work. So when there's a new market that's being created and there's a sudden demand, this kind of a scenario will happen. But it's just that for our Pancake swap listing, it was a little bit more than what we have expected at all. We have not expected such huge inflow because as of a new list, as just another listing compared to a new launch. But yes, I mean it's great, and we are grateful that it happens. But at the same time, we also hope that it could have been going up in a very more organic way, in a more healthy way, rather than a sudden overbuy on a specific exchange. So that was what happened for the Pancake. So we hope this is our explanation about why it's going on and what happened. And but what happened has already happened, and of course I believe right now price has already been even out pretty average, pretty closely. So now I believe what the community and what everyone wants to know is what is in for CRC next. So I think that's very important, right? Because this is all our investment. We all want to see CRC grow. And what's in for CRC next? Definitely is that by next week, maybe by next week around Wednesday or Thursday, this time we can give up. Okay, by next week we should be able to roll out our staking platform. But I will only give the confirmation on the launch day by end of this week, on which day next week, right? So next week, all our BSC holders and our ETH holders are going to be able to stake your CRC token and earn more CRC tokens. And also, there will be two types of pools that are available. You can either stake CRC token or you can stake CRC LP token, because we want to encourage price stability for our pool. So we hope that more and more people can participate in the LP of CRC. Second thing that will be very exciting for everyone is, of course, our Realestate NFT should be ready by end of this month. So more announcement will be up soon regarding the whitelisting. The whitelisting should be starting somewhere this week. So everyone can stay tuned with the founder. They will announce about the whitelisting and how to get whitelisted to be able to get in early for all these CRC Realestate NFT that's coming up. In total, about 2,500 pieces that is happening. And yep, so basically that's it. Okay, so I've finished most of the things I need to say. So I open for questions. So anyone wants to ask me anything? Anyway, it's just a pretty straightforward AMA in terms of more about the project. All this, I believe when our founders are available, we will have that. But right now, our founders are actually having a very important meeting with marketing group of people regarding marketing, and there's a huge marketing campaign that's incoming for everyone. So that's the exciting part on top of the development work that I am doing for CRC with the founder. So yep, so I'm still open for question for another 1 minute or 2 minutes. If there's no question, then that's it. I have finished my announcement and the things that I wish to cover through this AMA, right? Let me check the text messages. What's the plan to stop the bridge effect from ETH to BSC? Right, okay. No, there's no endless loop. Actually, you see, ETH and BSC, the pricing has to be staying around the same range. At most, a 10 or 20% deviation. Most. Anything above that or lower than that is not going to be the fair price of the BSC network. So in general, what you have is that overall demand has to increase, and in order for BSC and ETH price to move up together. It's the same idea, right? If let's say you list on a centralized exchange, if your ETH price don't go up, your centralized exchange, there's no reason that it should go up. It should move together. The circulating supplies are all the same. I mean, the gold is being traded in India, the gold is being traded in US and Hong Kong, are all going to be the same price if there's trading flow between the different market, right? Or different exchange. So that's how trading works, be it crypto or be it commodities and stocks. So there's a question that I've seen over here in the chat group. Someone, Mr. Ashiko DM8 is asking. So yeah. So I hope I answered the question. And for this part, there's no way we can sort of like cut off the bridge and make sure and make it like the BSC price is going to be different from the Ether price. They have to move up together. Any idea on the staking APY? Yes, definitely. It will be doubled. If it will be much higher, 2x higher, if you are staking the LP token, and it will be, but you will still be earning a reasonable ROI, APY, if you are staking CRC token. For another percentage, right? So if you stake CRC token, you're going to get 100% APY. And if you stake CRC LP token, you will be getting 200% APY. So that's how it's being calculated. So yeah, of course, there's a limited spot for the staking. We will set a quota on the number of CRC and CRC LP token can be staked. So once the pool is being filled up, you have to wait until the pool is being released or somebody exceeds the pool. Any idea how much will be for the NFT? I will leave that to the founders to announce. For this part, they will be having another AMA session to make a full announcement for the NFT. So for now, I'm here to cover about the development. And all right, guys, that's my take on my side. And any more question for anyone? I appreciate all the good questions that you have been asking, my friend. Your ID name is Ashiko DM8, right? So I appreciate it. This is, I believe, things that people want to know. So, all right. So stay tuned for CRC. We have anything, please let us know. We are still here. We are constantly working on development and also marketing plan. We are definitely working on it. This is a genuine project. I know there can be things that happen, here and there, but we are here strong as a community together. And this is a long-term project. I recommend everyone to not just look at, the price of CRC tomorrow or the next week, but look at what we have in mind for in the long term. If let's say we talk about 6 month time or 1 year time, what do we have for CRC? I think those are the focus of investment. If you are coming to CRC, if you are just coming to CRC, in terms of you expect a 2x return or 5x return next week, I would recommend you to go and search Baby Frog Inu token. I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of those meme coin. We are not a meme coin. We are a proper project that we aim to solve real world issue. So we are here to actually set up a proper business model that's workable and revenue generating in the long run. And the most importantly is that it has to be sustainable. So that's the whole idea of CRC. So it's not for short-term speculators, but definitely for people with that share the same vision with us. And thank you, everyone. I appreciate your participation in today's AMA. I've been talking a lot. Our friend has been asking questions through message. So that's great. So, right. Cheers. If there's no further question, I will end the call in 30 seconds time. All right, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate the attention and participation today. And this session is recorded, and we will share it once it's edited. Thanks everyone. Cheers. Bye.